Shitting me. All right, now we're live. Oh my goodness. Sorry about that, people. Now we're live. Okay, perfect. Yeah, here
You
we
sure
are.
about that? I just looked at it and I still can't see.
We are. I have live on the dashboard here. So we are now live episode of chopping it up. Episode 4. I'm here with Jerry. I wanted to do this little live episode just because I figured maybe it could entertain some of our close friends. For the two people watching right now, hi. I'm not sure who you are. Type something
One of
down.
them's me, I think.
One of them's you. Okay, so then the other one is either Josh or someone else that I know, or maybe Bill. I don't know. Whoever joins though, put your name in the chat if you're not Jerry. So what we were basically talking about is just the effect that young people had going to the beaches, how quarantine is
Oh
being
wait, this is a
handled.
Met. Oh wait, never mind. Yeah, this isn't.
We
Have you
good?
seen the video? It's tough to
What?
view.
It's tough to view.
Yeah, like you're blocked out. I'm super small in the bottom corner.
I'm seeing the video live right now. It looks fine.
Oh, there it is. All right, yeah, we're good
Yeah,
now. Oh, I should pick my head
this is
up a
a
little bit.
weird video. Oh my god. Okay.
It's all laggy too. Maybe that's just my crappy Wi-Fi though.
Okay, so I guess we could just do a rolling start again, right?
I mean, we're already in. People are watching,
We're
so.
already in. Okay. Well, so yeah, no, we were just basically talking about young people going to the beach, how it's affecting us, how we're living in this little quarantine situation. We had our Mike Francesa moment of the week. If you want to redo that, I guess it's not really a Mike Francesa moment, but more of a
Oh,
grand
he's back.
announcement.
He's back.
He's back.
Princess is back. Sunday 9 to 1. Watch it or listen to it
The
because nobody
dawn of
else will.
sports
So.
broadcasting. I've always wanted to watch Mike Fred. I've never like properly sat through a show of his. I've watched a lot of other shows have beef with Mike. Like I watched when Michael K had beef, and
Don't.
then whatever his name was. Who was it? Was it Golic and Wingo? Did they have beef with him? I can't beef with him. I can't remember.
Nobody listens to that show either. So.
Golic and Wingo. Oh, well, there you go. I remember seeing a clip where he called in angry to someone else's show too, and he was like defending
Oh no, no,
himself.
that was a show people listen to. Boomer and Geo,
Boomer and Geo, that's what it
the
was.
uh
Yeah.
the morning show on. Yeah, he did call in and like yell. Yeah, it was like a senior old man moment, but no, he did. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so I've just been watching a lot of that. I've been watching a lot of oh, it's Bella watching. Hi Bella. Shout out Bella. I've been watching a lot of
Oh, all right.
yeah, I've been watching a lot of The Voice. You ever watch that?
No.
They have like
Oh, that's like American Idol though, kind of right?
right with like chairs turning and something I
Yeah.
noticed is that they always like if someone's like decently good at singing, they always have the wild sad backstory. Like they'll come on, they'll be like, "Yo, my uncle molested me when I was 7, but I'm like really good at singing." You know, and it's like
My God.
like that's just what I've noticed. And they always have like the Marvel intro cinematic, their backstory and everything, and then they immediately get like kicked off the show. It's weird. It's weird. I've been watching a lot of that, and then I've been watching a lot of what's the other thing? Nature documentaries for some weird reason because I have Netflix now.
Ah.
Yeah, so that's how I've been biding my time. It's tough. It's tough
I
being
haven't really been
quarantined.
watching anything new. I've just been really I just I've just had Comedy Central on all day because all they do is play Office marathons. That's really how I spent my
The
quarantine.
Office. I've been watching.
Yeah.
Have you gotten the NFL pass yet or the NBA pass? I've been watching a lot of playoff basketball.
No, I mean nah, I mean if ESPN like shows a replay, then I might tune in. Like a lot of the college basketball replays I tuned into, but like I don't know. I don't know. NFL is and I mean NFL I'm kind of done with right now. So
Why? Because it's Brady to Tampa, or
yeah, well I mean it's fine. I mean
what do you think about that? Because I never got your opinion on that. We were supposed to go on. Well, I guess we right now, if we were still at school, we would have been doing Pass Me the Rock, and you would have been probably dissecting this little trade down. What did you think? Well, he's not. It wasn't a trade. He was just a free
it
agent.
was a free. Well, it's the best move for both parties because it's time for the Patriots to move on because they weren't winning with him this year, and he still has an opportunity to go down there and win. It just sucks to see it happen, but I mean, luckily there's literally nothing else going on, so that's all anybody wants to talk about. But
Right.
I
Yeah.
think I think in times like these when people's lives are at stake, why are we talking about dumb things like football?
Well, without that, I mean, sports talk shows.
No, I know. No, it sucks. It's the worst, but. Gotta pick it up and move it on. It's the Stidham era now in Stidham era in New England
You got to
with
think though that
potentially Brian Hoyer or Cam Newton.
you got to think that what's his name, Belichick had a grand plan for this all along though. Like I'm not going to be surprised if New England doesn't bounce back somewhat well this year or this
Oh
upcoming year,
well,
whatever
no,
happens.
actually, all the casinos in Vegas have their betting favorites out for the starting quarterback for the New England Patriots in 2021. You know who it is? It's
Cam?
Deshaun Watson.
Oh, Deshaun, really?
Deshaun Watson is the betting favorite for the New England Patriots starting quarterback in the 2021 season. So not this fall, next fall.
How do they even do the stats on that? That's wild.
There's just rumors they pick up. So I don't know. He's like
Um,
I think he's a free agent next year. I don't know, but
they
um,
could pick up some halfway decent free agents. I mean, they Cam Newton, as of like an hour before recording this, got released. I mean, he's I know he's had some health troubles, but I
I
mean,
mean, I think for the Patriots, it's all about finding the next guy. And I think at this point, guys, like I would have taken a flyer on Teddy Bridgewater. I would take a flyer
definitely.
on Jameis Winston. I'm just not interested in Cam Newton as much because he's like 30 with an injury history and he's gotten exponentially worse since he won the MVP in 2015. So I'm not really interested in a guy like Cam Newton. I think the Patriots' best course of action is Jarrett Stidham because I think at this point Winston is too far out of their price range. So,
Do you think? I mean, I
and
don't.
Bridgewater he went elsewhere.
What do you think about Winston though? I don't know if I'd necessarily want to take Winston. I like that's just me. Like I know you know football better, but like from what I've seen from Winston, it's always seemed like he's kind of had like a wishy washy career. Just from where I've been,
Sure,
like
yeah.
my
I mean, yeah, last year he threw 5,000 yards and 30 touchdowns, which would normally be a great season if he didn't throw 30 interceptions on top of
right,
it.
yeah,
So, like, when you're averaging 2 picks a game, it's not great, but, you know, Belichick values ball security over everything. So, I don't know. I think if he came here, he'd learn how to control the ball a little bit more, but, you
that's
know,
true.
he's expensive. And, you know, is his price tag worth 30 interceptions when you add in the fact that he's extremely productive, but also counterproductive, I guess, at the same time.
He kind of shoots
So,
himself in the leg in a way.
yeah, I mean the Patriots. I think it would have been interesting, especially since they're not gonna win next year anyways. Like they're not winning a Super Bowl, but
Who do you have
I
winning
think
their
it would have.
division?
I don't know. I still would have to wait and see how the draft and the free agency plays out. You know, injuries and training camp too. But if I had to pick for next year, I would still probably say the Patriots.
Yeah, that's about around where I had my predictions going. I mean, it's kind of a weak division, anyways.
I
I mean,
think
it
Buffalo give them a good run, but I
Buffalo
think 10 and
Buffalo.
6 wins that division. And the
Yeah,
Patriots won the majority of their games last
yeah,
year, like winning games like 17-7. So if the offense can just muster up like 14, 17 points again, I think they plus like a couple of big games, I think they could win 9 or 10 games. But it all depends on the draft. Like if the Bills, the Jets have great drafts, and you know I'm kind of feeling different, and the Patriots don't. I'm kind of feeling differently come September. I might roll with the Bills or the Jets instead. But right now, I'm still saying the
the
Patriots.
yeah, I tend to agree. I think the Bills could be formidable. I don't know who they're drafting though. I don't know what the projected draft for the Bills is. I've been trying to check it just because my father's a Tennessee fan, so I wanted to see who they drafted or who they were projected to draft, and then my NY Giants. Besides that, I haven't really seen much from that, and I don't watch much college ball. So
Yeah, well, the Giants had an interesting free agency as well because they franchise tagged Leonard Williams, which I never thought they'd do, and then they signed one of my favorite running backs, Dion Lewis. He's not that good, but I love to watch him. Very elusive.
I mean, don't I don't know. I don't know how like is he just like going to be a backup then for
Yeah, he'll be a
Barkley?
backup. Like he's not Saquon Barkley, but
That's what I'm
he's
saying.
fun. He's good. He's a good third down back. You know, he's
Yeah.
fun. He's fun to watch.
Uh,
But
ooh,
yeah.
we got a third new viewer here. We got Brandon Silva in the chat.
Oh, he's in
Shouts
the
out,
chat. I
Brandon.
can't
Yeah.
see the chat.
Well, not the chat, but he's in the. I think he's in the room. Brandon, drop some questions that you want me and Jerry to answer. Anything really, any.
Brandon, if you ask a Patriots question, I'm gonna block you.
Jerry, Brandon's gonna be like, "How do you feel knowing that the Patriots dynasty is over?"
Serious inquiries only. Chris Sale and Tom Brady are not allowed to be included in that.
But Noah Syndergaard is though.
Yeah, I'll answer Noah Syndergaard questions all day.
Unbelievable. All right. But yeah, no. So we're just trying to bide our time here. I figured I'd do a live stream. I don't know if I can open it up to the general public. I might put out an Instagram story about it. Seeing how it'll go moving forward. I don't know how far we are into the stream here. I don't want to check because I'm screen recording, obviously. So let's see How far are we in this?
Let's see. I got the video pulled up. Looks like we're like, oh, whoa! Maybe skip it to like a Animal Crossing video. Oh, we got 4 people in here. I don't know. It just says live.
Live. Okay. All right. So we'll figure it out after. We'll just talk till we don't want to talk anymore. Guys, drop questions. We got 4 people in here. One of them's Jerry. So that if my math's correct, then...
One of them is you too, right?
Oh shit. Yeah. Wait. Never mind.
Is it just Brandon and Bella?
It might just be Brandon and Bell, the two B's. We're having fun. We're making the most out of it. We're making the most out of it. Fresh off Zoom with the Dirge. Shout out him. I did
Where do
not.
you stand? Where do you stand on the Kim Kardashian, Taylor Swift, Kanye West whole dispute?
Well, you're
You
gonna have
seen
to.
any of that?
You have to break it down for me. What happened? I've been watching a lot
so
of
it was
Corona
like
and then sports.
it was like it all started like 4 years ago where like I don't even know how to explain it, but like Kanye West had I forget what song it was,
Oh
but
yeah, yeah.
he put out a song and he talked about Taylor Swift in it and he was
Right.
like, I made that bitch famous. And Taylor Swift didn't like the lyrics and Kanye West was like, I called her and she approved of it and Kim Kardashian like released a video of her approving it. And it just came out the other day that the video was like edited and
What was
that
that, like a
Taylor
deep
Swift.
fake?
Yeah, they came out with the full phone call the other day between Taylor Swift and Kanye, and it was Taylor Swift saying like no. So now like Kim Kardashian lied about it, and like
Wow.
yeah, and then last night she kind of did the whole nobody should be caring about this. There's lives at stake
Great backpedaling.
defense. But you know,
Great
um,
backpedaling. To quote Don LaGreca, great backpedal. Your ACL's got to be sore after that one, or what was it? Your something like that.
Taylor Swift is in the right in my opinion on this one.
I mean,
You know,
I haven't seen it, but did it include when Kanye went up and it was like, I'm gonna let you finish, but Beyonce had the best album of the... Does that at
I
all?
have no idea. I have no idea. Well, I mean, there's always kind of been beef between them two,
Right?
but like
Yeah.
this round goes to Taylor, I guess.
Kanye.
I'm unclear. I'm unclear. I was hoping you were a little more clear. So
To me, all right. If you want my honest opinion on Kanye's always been a guy that's kind of... He makes really good music, but to me, he doesn't really seem in control. Like, I know he suffers from mental health issues, but, even before we saw this, like, new Kanye, and I'm not dragging anyone with mental health, don't get it twisted. I see that smile, Jerry, but, like, even before we saw Kanye now with, like, the happy-go-lucky, spread positivity, and he was, like, screaming at people, he never really seemed in control of his actions. He always kind of just did stuff to do stuff, in my personal opinion, for clout or attention. Like the same thing that he walked into the TMZ office that one time. Do you remember that?
I never heard about that.
Like that just really kind of like set me off. It was like, what, like why would you do that?
I have a completely different take on that one though.
Go for it.
I actually think that they're in total control of the situation because I think they did this on purpose.
You
I
think?
think I think number one, they picked out a great time to do it because there's literally nothing but coronavirus going on. So now people have something else to talk about.
Right.
I think they picked it perfect because also the viewership on their show is down. So I think that and maybe Taylor Swift is on this too, but I think that they picked a perfect time to leak out that footage because they're PR geniuses. Like, now they're starting a little beef. People are talking about the Kardashians again. Literally, we have like the greatest pandemic of like the last like I don't know.
However many
It's like
years,
the biggest
yeah.
news story. Like you turn on the news, it's a half hour of coronavirus
Right.
updates. They're just saying the same stuff every day, but people can't stop talking about it. Now people have something new to talk about. I think Kanye, Kim K, what's her face, Kris Jenner. I think they're all in on this. I think it's a genius move.
Well, have you seen the
Still
Keeping Up
full
with the
team
Kardashian
Taylor
show?
Swift, though. No, I've never seen it. Obviously,
I've seen
not gonna
brief
watch
clips.
it now, but there are definitely some people that are gonna watch it now.
I've seen brief clips, and the only clip that I ever saw was when they were driving with one of the Kardashians' babies in the car, and they hit an ice sheet and nearly killed everyone in the car, including the baby. And then the driver proceeded to yell at whoever was. I think it was like Kim, Chloe, and I don't know any of the Kardashians besides those two, but they were all in the car, and they like nearly hit a truck. The amount of just like pettiness on that show too. Like I always see clips. It's
It's
just
all
really
fake.
it's
Didn't they
clearly
name?
staged.
Didn't Kim and Kanye name their kid like North or something? Their kid's name is like Northwest or something like that.
That's the same thing with Future. He named one of his kids Legendary. Like Legend is his first name,
Legendary Future.
and then Yeah, no. I'm telling like
Oh wait,
legend.
no, his last name's not Future. My bad.
No.
What's Future's name?
What is Future's name? Do I have to look this up?
But his first name is Legend and his middle name is Airy.
No. His first name is Legend, and then the last name is Airy. Legend Airy.
You can just make your kid's name up like that.
I mean, he has like 8 baby mamas, so none of the kids have the same mother. And you know what? I heard they're putting out a petition on Twitter that his baby mamas are unionizing now, so that's interesting. They're all gonna make him take a paternity test. Like one of them made a website that said like she had like number like 1-800-deadbeat on her shirt, and it was like make Future take the paternity test for my children because apparently he has more on the way that he's not claiming. But yeah, I'm gonna look up. Hold on, I'm gonna look up Future's full name.
Because like I don't know why, but I just knew like I knew like Diddy's last name is like Sean. I mean Diddy's name is like Sean Combs, but like
That's
I didn't
not
know.
an yeah. Like I would not expect.
I don't
Diddy
know.
to have that name.
I don't know what Future's name is.
It's like it sounds like a spell. I think. Yeah, Nevadius Damon Wilburn.
So Future, yeah.
Yeah. So basically Future. So basically Future. He could have done Nate Baby.
He's like the Antonio Cromartie of the rap game. He's got like 15 baby mamas.
Yeah,
Dude, Cromartie's got his own reality show. The cornerback that used to play for the Jets is keeping up with the Cromarties because he's got like there's like 18 different people involved with that because he's got like 20 kids with 13 women.
Jeez. We got to make our own. We got to make our own reality show for 064.
We're not that interesting.
I beg to differ, Jerry.
064 is over.
I just thought about that, man. No more 064.
It's over. Well, yeah, we gotta wait. We gotta wait till like the end of the. We gotta wait until huge Iona news we never talked about. Iona just happened to hire one of the greatest college basketball coaches of all time.
Rick Pitino.
Yeah, big time hire.
Out of the box hire, but I think you know what? I think the best part about this is, I mean, I think our squad struggled with cohesion this year. I think he'll bring the current guys closer together and have them work more as a unit. And obviously, like if he brings, if you have a guy like Rick Pitino at Iona, like everyone's gonna want to come play for us. So
also too, just from a publicity standpoint, because you know they've made like 6 NCAA tournaments this decade. I think just from a publicity standpoint, it's actually a bigger deal. Because yeah, I mean, Rick Pitino is Rick Pitino.
What made him want to come here? Was it that he was close to New York City, his hometown? I think. Was that what you were saying?
Well, a few things. Number one, I think he wanted to be small. I think close to New York helped, and also too, there's really not many places that were willing to hire him. But like he had like a few, like I know he's buddies with LaPenta, and a few other boosters.
Of course, he's
like,
buddies with LaPenta.
They all, and the president too. Like they all own horses together. So like
LaPenta has a stake in. He has a what was it? The Belmont. He had a horse that won the Belmont.
Yeah, but like
that's wild.
Yeah, they all horses together. Actually, did here's Francesa actually owns a horse with Pitino too. I don't know if you saw that.
No, but, really?
Like he tweeted out like, this is all one tweet. Pitino will do a great job at Iona. All he does is win, and then he goes full disclosure because we needed to know this. Rick and I own like 2 baby colts. One of them aptly named Full Court Press. After Pitino is like
legendary strategy
famous,
of coaching,
famous Pitino press. But
that
was big, right? That was a nice weekend.
That was a little spot of good news in the bleak sea that is this coronavirus outbreak.
Yeah, now we might get to see them play teams like Kentucky or bigger schools at the Garden maybe.
Possibly, I think down the road, yeah, definitely. If more marquee kids come and sign with us, we could possibly.
I don't think they'll ever play every game at the Garden. I'm just thinking like 1 or 2 at the Garden, like Barclays or something.
I'm talking like also like in the March Madness tournament. Like I think once we get more established with Rick Pitino at the helm, like we could maybe make it farther in the tournament than we have in past years.
A game, yeah, that would be nice. I think they only have 1, and it was like vacated because they were paying their best player.
Really?
Iona, yeah, it was like 1980 though.
Oh. Well, I think they were like I was reading a report about Rick Pitino and they said that Iona had those glory days when they played at MSG and they were like an actual like marquee program and that they've kind of like cooled down now a little bit.
Well, yeah, like people a lot of people don't know this. Jimmy V before he won a national championship, like the Jimmy V Foundation, all that guy coached at Iona.
Wild. And now we went from a major to basically a mid-major.
Well, I mean, they were never a major per se. They had I mean, they've had a few years, but they're always a mid-major. I mean, they play in a small conference. There are only like
That's true.
3,000 kids that go to the school. They'll always be a mid-major, but
Can't change it. Well, can't you? You can move around in college basketball, right? You can go into different conferences.
I mean, you could, yeah, but I doubt Iona would ever do that.
It's a lot of competition. Yeah, up front.
Plus, not only that, from a financial standpoint too, it might
Was
cost more money to be in bigger conferences.
wasn't there a similar thing with UCF where they wanted to go into what was it, the SEC? I could be wrong.
I mean, they've been looking at moving conferences for a while, but at the same time, like, is it worth it? Because, your scheduling changes, you lose traditional rivalries,
Yeah,
financially, does it make more sense to join a conference that might cost more money for membership? It's, you know,
yeah, that makes sense. I don't know. I'm excited.
also too, I think people, I mean, the Zion Williamsons of the world will never come to Iona, but, every once in a while, maybe if they can land like a nice 4-star recruit, that'd be cool.
Yeah, I'm not
That'd
expecting any like Mikey Williams type players to come to Iona, but maybe something. Definitely better than what we're getting now, which is
Oh,
not to not
Brandon
to.
chatted. I think it was when we were talking about Kanye because he said slavery was a choice, which it was not.
Oh
But
boy, oh boy, and that's our time on stream, so we're gonna head out. No.
no, Brandon didn't say that. Kanye said that. Like I think Brandon, I think when
Oh,
you're talking about how
oh
Kanye
yeah,
is
yeah,
off his rocker when he started saying some like off
yeah,
like Brandon was like, oh, kind of like
yeah,
when he said this.
yeah. No, he said slavery was a choice. He started rocking with Trump, wearing the MAGA hat. Um,
But
Trump was sitting there like, "Look at my black person. Look
thank
at
you,
my
Kanye.
African American.
Thank you, Kanye. Very cool.
Very cool, very cool. Yes, very cool." Ask Brandon how the. Can you text Brandon because my phone just died? Can you ask him
I think he's still on.
how the chat? Brandon, how does the chat sound, or how does the audio on the stream sound? Chat us and tell us.
Hold on, let me look.
Okay. Mikey Williams type players to come to Iona, but maybe something.
This is electrifying.
Electrify.
I'm gonna put this on my reel. Brandon chatted. I think it was when we were talking. It sounds good to me.
Yeah. All right. Perfect. Yeah. I just want to know because sometimes it's really disconcerting. Sometimes I plug my mic in and it doesn't accept the input, and so then my voice sounds like I'm in a murder dungeon somewhere in like Romania, just trying to contact you through like a ham radio. So it's good that it sounds decent. Um, what's the time? 5:17 p.m. We're still rocking out here. Sponsored by what? Purell. I wish I was sponsored by Purell right now. Purell or like
Sponsored by
the
Under Armour.
sponsored by the Lapenta Business School.
Yeah, yeah.
Sponsored by Joyce.
Yeah. What's this? What's this? Nestle Pure Life half pint bottles. They got super kids on them.
Did you snag those for a discount when everyone was going crazy in the stores?
I think this was when my mom went food shopping one day. This like she only was able to find like a few half pint packs of water, so she just snagged what she could. Left some. We're not hoarders around here, so she left some for others. But needed water in our house, so.
My father said he went to the back of the Walmart and they made an announcement that they just brought in a fresh shipment of toilet paper. And he said that they made an announcement over the PA in the entire store, and everyone just rushed towards the back of the store, and people were getting trampled. That was in the
People
Walmart
need
near
to
me.
calm down.
People need to relax.
Toilet paper for all. If you're hoarding toilet paper, it's funny, but please stop.
It's funny, but please stop because the rest of us need it.
Like
Especially
please,
imagine if,
some of us could be using sandpaper in a couple of weeks because you guys we leave some of the charmin for the rest of us.
or you could just be like
No
wax
free
and
ads.
you could just be like wax and poop into your hands and then clean it. Um, you don't know who wax is,
What's
but
the what's the what's the what's the thing called that the Europeans use where it's like the tube on the toilet
Badoo.
that you could like. Yeah.
Yeah, we need some of those here. Badoos would sell out like crazy here too. I feel like because if
Yeah.
toilet paper is getting eaten up that quickly, then Badoos I don't even know. That might you know what? What are they
There'd be no
called?
more water.
I don't think it's not a Badoo. It's a bidet. I kept saying Badoo. Bidets would be the thing to like reinvent the economy here. They jumpstart the economy just by bringing in bidets here.
It revives all the business. The
Yeah.
stock market all of a sudden is open.
America becomes like the top country ever. Like it's just like wow, in terms of commerce, just because of bidets.
Jeez.
Have you ever been cleaned by a bidet? It's the weirdest
No.
feeling. It's so weird. I tried it once when I was in where was I? Italy, and I think they had it at the hotel I stayed at. This was before Italy was quarantined, and like It was just the weirdest feeling. I don't know why
Cooper's
people use them.
coronavirus.
Yeah, I do. Sorry, guys. What if this is just a grand like announcement stream for the fact that I had Corona?
Wow. Just title it that. Title it that. You'll get some insane viewership.
Gone section.
I
Corona
have a
stream.
major personal announcement. I have coronavirus. Jake Goodman.
The stream's like a minute 30, just me. Yeah, I have Corona. Gary's like,
Spreading the
what?
forward have 5 million subscribers the next day.
I gotta do it, man. I want to be like Logan Paul. I'll just like clickbait it.
Just kidding.
I
Got
have
you.
Corona. I have
Subscribe
Corona.
below.
I have Corona, and I accidentally murked someone with it. Come see the dead body, and then I get 5 mil views, and then I go on Good Morning America and pretend to fake, what's it called?
Yeah.
Give a fake, sad talk about how I'm so sorry. Oh, we got one like. Is that Brand?
Says
Nice, Brandino coming in. How's Vincent's? Are you still at Vincent's house? I wonder if he's still at Vincent's.
that's private information that you're throwing out on the internet.
But yeah, I gotta relax. First WICR and now this. Well, nobody knows who Vincent is. You know,
Vincent who?
Vincent.
Who lives on Drury Lane?
Did you just?
That's the
Oh,
Muffin
okay,
Man. I'm
okay.
just kidding.
All
It's
right,
the
yeah,
Muffin
fair
Man.
enough.
It's a
Um,
Shrek. It's a Shrek thing. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
it's a Shrek thing. You know what? I forgot.
Do you know the Muffin Man? The Muffin Man? The one who lives on Drury Lane?
Oh, you
I
know
mean,
what?
it's also a song, but it's a funny Shrek scene.
We
Anyways,
actually have
sorry.
we actually have Bella in the chat, and she's super amped. I'm sure that you just mentioned Shrek. That's one of her top 5 all-time movies, as a matter of fact. Always trying to get me to watch it.
Shrek was on this weekend like a ton. Like I watched it on Nickelodeon, then I watched it again like later that day
Really?
on a different channel.
Were they
Yeah.
doing a? Were they doing like a? What's it call it? A What's the word? Those like the marathons.
I don't know. All I know is it's a great movie. Every time I see it, you got to sit down and watch. You know.
I think the first one's the best, and then I can't remember if it's the second or the third one that I didn't like. But might have been the third one was better than the second one.
I like them all. I like the first three. I don't think I ever saw like I think they came out with like a fourth one. I never saw that, but
They
I
tried.
like the first. I like the first three. I saw the third one in theaters like 20 times due to like birthday parties and stuff.
They tried to milk it. They really tried to milk that franchise. You know who's really milking the franchise? Fast and the Furious. Fast and the Furious. What movie are they on right now? Like 11,
I think it's 9.
9. Well, 'cause
Nine
then there's
and the movies have nothing like at first it was just like drag racing. Now it's
right.
like actual like criminal like they're like actual
Dude, you think the guys that made the original movie, they'll like go and they'll jump ahead in time and they'll just be like, dude, what happened, man?
well
Because now you got like bionic people fighting each other, like racing on Lamborghinis and shit. You're like, what happened?
well now too that movie got delayed. That movie got delayed by a year because of all this.
I don't really care about that movie. I just wanted to see A Quiet Place 2 and Bond. I was really sad that those got delayed.
A lot of them are set to release like a lot of the Disney movies like started to release on Disney Plus too, or like Disney.
Yeah, I know for
'Cause gotta make that money.
I know for a lot of the movies that were in theaters already, they're speeding up the process, or the window in which the movies can go over to Netflix, so you'll be able to get shit almost immediately. So that should be good. Anything that's in theaters now should be at Netflix pretty soon. But yeah, I think there's also like the movie theaters haven't all closed. Like I think there's a few staying open near me, but for the most part, everything's
Well,
gone
no,
quiet.
I mean they had. Well, did the entire state of New York shut down non-essential businesses, or is that just the city? Because the movie theater is definitely not essential.
No, they did. I checked the Fandango thing the other day because I wanted to see what movies were in, and it's still maybe it was a glitch, but it still said some listings for the 26th.
Yeah.
And there was like New Line Cinemas or something, but that's probably just a glitch, anyways.
You'd probably be watching them by yourself anyway.
Yeah,
Nobody's showing up for that.
gas mask on and everything like that. Sneak in, watch a free movie. What time is it? Oh, we've been going for a while now. We can keep
I gotta
going.
find a way. I gotta find a way how to get my background to come up as like the Death Star or something like that.
Oh, yeah, a little throwback. Nobody's gonna know what that means except us.
No, but that's fine. Keep it that
Cheerio.
way.
Little inside joke for the crew here. How do you feel about being on Chopping It Up, Jerry? Do you like it? Do you like the live episode format? I think it's
This
pretty
is fun.
interesting.
I'm having a good time. I mean, I don't know. It gave me, it gave me something to do for what we've been. I mean, we've been only recording, but we've been chatting it up for like we've been chopping it up for like almost an hour now. So I don't know. It's gonna be
Shouts
something
out.
to do. It's been a nice distraction from this whole quarantine thing.
I think this might have to be a weekly thing. Maybe we'll do some pre-recorded episodes, post them out. I'll definitely post this up wherever. It'll be up on YouTube anyways.
Yeah,
Um,
I'd love to keep doing it.
yeah, so we'll just try to keep you guys entertained. If we can get more people, my phone died, but next time I'll put out like more of an announcement.
It
Uh,
says we have 3 people, but I think I'm one of the three, so I don't know who else is in here, but
it's probably just
I
Bella and Brendan.
appreciate, yeah, I appreciate them sticking it out,
Yeah,
you
I
know,
mean, what are they doing right now? I wonder, because I know for a
quarantine
fact,
with
but
us.
right, yeah. So
Is Brandon is Brandon in the shower right now?
is Brandon?
Probably.
Let's see. I'm gonna bring up the chat. Brendan, you're gonna be
No,
able to.
is Brandon in the shower right now? That's what I'm
Oh,
asking.
little throwback to W. I miss WICR, man. I miss
I
Pass Me the
miss
Rock.
I miss the studio big time. I miss the studio big time.
Yeah, all our passionate sports topics and talks, and all the
I just miss it in general. Like I don't know. Like
all the wild topics we talked about, where I called out Mike Francesa for possibly having Alzheimer's on air. Shout out Mike Francesa. A lot of other things that you know what I'm not gonna repeat here because once was more than enough, and I've already said a little too much on air here about
Well,
our
I mean,
friend.
we're always dishing out hot takes that come back to bite us in the end because you know, um,
Yeah,
again, somebody on the show, not going to say who, somebody on the show said
our
that
producer.
coronavirus would never amount to anything. Like, that it did not matter in the end, that they didn't care about it. It would never affect their life. Not true. Not true.
That
It
was
has
actually our
affected
producer
everyone
Danny.
briefly. Yeah.
Our producer Danny was mic'd up in the other room and he just started going crazy. I mean, once he heard us talk about NCAA March Madness, he lost it. I don't know what happened.
This is a load of crap. I gotta be honest. March Madness not being here, like empty
I was
inside.
excited for it this year, man. It seemed like
I
kind of
should
like the
have I
Wild
should
Wild
have
West.
spent I should have spent Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday doing nothing but watch college basketball all day, and instead I had no college basketball to watch. Well, that's not true, but they were all like replays from I want it now. Like
Yeah.
it's unfair. Baseball should be starting two days from now. We should be back at school. Like
How are you doing not getting your sports fix? Are you itchy? Are you going
no, I'm
nuts?
bored. I'm just bored. I'm sad, but just in general, like coronavirus, it stinks, man. I don't like it. Like it needs to go. It needs to go away.
It needs to go away fast because you know what? The same thing for your sports. My gym closed. I've never been so like I gotta like look to find purpose now. You know what I did,
At least,
Jerry?
at least, at least Starbucks or Dunkin's open, right?
Oh, dude, you know I've been getting my fix. You know it. And I also got this like Stoke, ice cold like cold brew coffee, and you could just pour it in any time, and it's so delicious. But yeah, no, I've been resorting to taking a towel and doing a towel curl. And for anyone that doesn't know what that is, you put your leg down in between the towel, and you just hold the two things, and you just do like a regular like a hammer press. And you know I've been finding a way, but you know I don't want to. I'm gonna come out like scrawny.
Oh, Brandon's still around. He's still chatting it up.
What was he
Although
saying?
I think he was responding to what we said at the time because he said, "I know LMAO." So I don't know what we were talking about.
Yo, Brandon,
Oh, it was Brandon in the shower. Yeah.
Brandon's like, how'd they know? How'd they know?
I don't know why. I don't know why. It doesn't refresh. It doesn't refresh me like in time. Like I have to go out of the video, then go back in it to see what he's saying.
Well, we got the 30-second runoff here. You know, I downloaded software for this. I downloaded the OBS, which is apparently essential if you're gonna stream a Skype call to YouTube. But it
That's
works.
funny. 'Cause in that time, you could have spent time downloading Minecraft instead.
My computer can't run Minecraft. We could
What do you
stream.
mean Minecraft?
You don't think can? You have a Mac, right?
Yeah, I
Oh,
play
maybe
it
you
on
could
my
run.
Mac.
Okay.
I mean, like it like it works hard to do it. Like I have to plug it into a charger to make sure it doesn't like
Could
demolish
bust.
the battery on it. But like, and the fan definitely is rolling for a while. But I don't know. You don't like, it's not ideal, but it's all right.
You install like a
But
mod or something, your computer just explodes.
oh no,
It can't
and
handle it.
no mods will be going on here. But
Well, I mean, how much is it? Like $10, right? It's
oh,
pretty inexpensive.
Brandon says Death Star. What's Death Star?
Oh, Death. Oh, he was talking about what we said before with the Death Star, the inside joke.
Oh,
Tortellini. That's the keyword. That's the keyword. That's all you need to know.
Submerges.
Oh my god, the dirge, the dirge. Oh my word. Oh
The
my
uh
god.
the movie sound.
The movie, the intro.
Yeah. Happy
I,
speaking of that podcast, happy birthday,
uh,
Ziggy Johnson. You're not here and you'll probably never see this because I don't know why, but
it's
you,
Ziggy's
you should,
birthday.
but it is Ziggy's birthday today. You didn't see that? That was the whole point of it.
Was that what you should put in the group chat?
That was the whole point of that little discussion. I won't say what he was doing, but that was the whole point of that little discussion that was going on. Because
Shout
it's
out to
his
Ziggy
birthday
J
today.
Johnson. He puts the world on his back
Yeah, I mean,
and
it's
posts shirtless pics.
I mean that's the one benefit of this quarantine is that I don't need,
Infinite
I,
Ziggy content.
Ziggy. I don't need Ziggy at the gym content anymore because he can't go to the gym.
I wonder what Ziggy's doing for the gym. Knowing
I mean,
Ziggy, he'll find a way. He'll like
probably
bench
the
press
same
his
thing as
dog or
everybody
something.
else. Like nothing. Nobody's doing anything right now. We're all bored. We're all gonna be fat and out of shape and just no. The barbers are closed, so everybody's gonna have bad hair. Everybody's gonna look like terrible after that. I mean, unless everybody's
Emerging from
either
the
gonna.
cave.
There's two ways. Everybody's gonna look gross when they come after this, but everybody's two outcomes. Everybody's gonna either be super duper fat because they're just sitting around all day, or everybody's gonna be super duper in shape because there's nothing else to do, and I will not be in shape. So.
That's me
Uh,
all day, baby.
Yeah. So like
I work out 3 hours a day. No, I'm kidding.
those like challenges that people are doing on Instagram, like the 20 push up, the C20 do 20. Nobody tag me in that,
Nobody.
please.
I'm
I'm
surprised
begging you.
nobody tagged me in that, like Nigel. But I'm
I'm
not. I'll do my 20 in peace, away from the camera.
Nobody tag me in that because you're going on the list of
If you're
like list of people I don't like.
Jerry's like, okay, you tagged me on the story.
Yeah, yeah,
Block.
yeah. Guess what? Guess what? You're blocked. So now you can't even
Block.
tag me anything.
You
Jerk.
can't, you can't even if I do the 20 on Instagram, you're not gonna see that shit.
Trying to
Um,
make me exercise? Get out of here.
yeah, I've been trying to find ways to be innovative with my exercising. Like I said, like I've been doing stuff. I've been running up the hill, just trying to stay active. It's tough, man. I'm going nuts. I'm going nuts.
Well, I mean, the league is Liverpool's now, right? Here's what I think they
They
should
just
do.
gotta give it to Liverpool, anyways. Liverpool was so like it was. They were so far ahead of the field that it just doesn't matter at this point.
Here's what I think they should do. They should just give it to Liverpool because nobody was going to beat them anyways. And for the
Right.
Champions League, because it's a tournament style format where you can't guarantee a champion, cancel it. Just let
Just
whoever who
if you
won the
say
Champions League last year. I don't remember.
shut your mouth, Jerry.
Whoever won the
Shut your
Champions League
mouth.
just gets
I don't
reigning
want to
champ
hear
for
it.
another year.
No.
Okay? No,
No.
that's how it should work, honestly, because it's a tournament. It's a tournament system. You can't guarantee
No, because
that
Atletico was gonna
one
win
team is
off
gonna
off of
win.
aggregate.
No. I'm not talking about that. But in general, there was no knockout stage other than like that one and what the Barcelona one. Not Barcelona. There was another one that got completed, or PSG and Borussia Dortmund. That's what it was. Those were the only two that got completed. You can't tell me that Man City or Barcelona or PSG or Bayern Munich had like better opportunities than the other ones. So just cancel it. Let Liverpool. I'm sorry. Did Liverpool win last year? I don't remember. Who cares?
You
I don't
know what
remember who won
happened.
last year.
You know
I
what
don't remember
happened.
who won
Don't
last
play dumb.
year.
Don't play dumb. Don't
Just
play
let
dumb.
them be the champion one more year. Have no champion this year. The lives of people are at stake here. The health of people are at stake. So nobody said. I didn't say everybody goes down as losers. I'm just saying there's no winner. So that next year, whoever is still the reigning champion, it just is what it is.
I think what Man City should
And
do
and
is
luckily too, the majority of the teams in this knockout stage will be back next year, so it's fine. Like, is
I
there a team in the knockout stages that won't be back in the Champions League next year? No.
You know what I think Man City should do? I'm gonna put a cap on that for now. You fucking asshole. You know what Man City should do? They should have their owner who funds also people that want to take over Qatar. They should have that terrorist group that he supports come down and shake up the owners of UEFA and just give us the title anyways. You know that's what should happen. Man City should
Wait.
be.
But why do that when Man City can just compete for the Champions League next year?
Do you really want to make me say it, Jerry? Do you really want to hear me say
Well,
it?
I'm just saying they've
On
won the
mic,
league. They've
on
won the
live.
league. They've won the Carabao
Brandon.
Cup. They've won the FA Cup.
Brandon's here.
The only other thing that they have to go out and do is go out and win the Champions League.
A
I don't
Chelsea fan
understand
in
why.
the chat.
I don't understand why next year they just can't go out and do it.
Enough about UEFA. It's just
Well, no, let's talk about it because it's a relevant topic around the world.
No, it isn't.
The world's most popular sport, the most viewed sport in the world is soccer. We're talking about it. It's a distraction from coronavirus, you know.
Listen, all I know
Why
is
would
that
Man City?
blood
Why
money.
would it? Man City has as good of a shot as anyone to go out and win the Champions League next year. Just
No,
cancel
they
this
don't.
year, let
No, they
everybody
don't,
get
because they're out of the
healthy,
tournament,
and
Jerry.
then go.
That's what.
What? Just get it.
Because they're not coming back to the UEFA Champions League next year, Jerry. That's what happened.
What? Why is that? Did they decline the invitation?
No,
Did they
because they
do
funded
something?
terrorism. It's blood money, Jerry. It's blood money.
I don't think that's right. I don't think that's what happened. I mean, the owners of Liverpool traded Mookie Betts, and
Oh.
they still get to be in the Champions League next year. So I don't think
Are
just
you saying that's
discussing
a?
action.
Are you saying that's an equal evil to
Yeah,
funding terrorism?
much, pretty much.
All right. So for
Trading the
anyone,
second
for
baseball
Bella
for
that's
nothing.
watching, I'm gonna try to break this down because Brandon already knows. Considering Bella's still in the chat, I don't know if you could check the live chat, Jerry. If we have still 3 people in here, including you, I'll explain this to Bella, and Jerry, you just follow along as best you can, right? So Man City,
Got two in here now.
what's up?
Got two in here now.
Oh damn! Either one of them
I
left. Probably
think I think it's just me and Brandon.
Brandon.
Unless Brandon left and now it's Bella. Oh wait, it says two watching now, so maybe it is me. And wait, maybe it is them two and me.
Are you watching it?
I'm watching it,
So then that's you and someone else.
but when I jumped in, it said two people watching now.
All right, let's see. I'm gonna start watching it.
Maybe we lost like a rando viewer.
Hold on, streamers. Hold on, stream watchers. Put the podcast on
Well,
pause.
just educate us on what you were about to talk about because I didn't mean to cut you off.
We threaten UEFA with well, we also threaten UEFA, but in the financial compensation that UEFA gives teams for being out of tournaments or out of their own leagues, excuse me, Man City put a few extra. Yeah, it does count people when they're watching it. So I don't know if Bella, if you're here, type in the chat. I can't see it, but whoever's here, type in the chat.
I think Brandon might still be, but maybe not. I don't know.
So basically,
We just started talking about soccer, so if Brandon left,
Brandon's like, I don't want to
that's
hear
what you
this
get
again.
for not being loyal.
What the hell is that? Hold on, I gotta disconnect the phone real quick.
Oh, ring. The Coop and Gerry family is popular. All right. Solo show. Wow. Coop can't hear me right now, so I guess I could just talk
I can
really
still
bad
hear
about
you,
him.
bud. I have the headphones.
That stupid Coop. He's super ugly. And he
Enough.
stinks
Enough Coop
at
slander.
life. Oh,
Enough Coop
hey
slander.
Coop, what's up? It was just entertaining the streamers a little bit.
Right. Okay. Yeah. What were you saying? Something interesting?
Just saying great things about you.
Right.
You know,
Oh,
like how
thank you. No,
you're,
Jerry. You know
how
what
you're.
though? You know what you know what I like about you, Jerry? That you're always a nice guy. You know,
I'm always honest.
there's a lot of people. There's a lot of people that would bring me down, Jerry. But you never have said a mean thing to me in my entire life. So I really
Thank you.
appreciate you that.
Now return the favor. I need a favor from you. What are you talking about with this Manchester City Football Club stuff?
If it's Brandon in the stream, then why does it matter? Because Brandon already knows.
Well, other people will watch it later. They might not know.
All right. Well, I mean, just let me know. Stop me if I'm getting this wrong. From the best of my memory, that Man City kind of went in and added a few extra zeros to the financial compensation forms, and now they're out of the tournament for a year, and they've been fined somewhere in the ballpark of 80 million, if I'm remembering that correctly. Or no, not 80. It's like 30.
I think it was like 2 or 3 years, but yeah.
Well, I think they got it. They're lobbying to get it down to 1, but a lot of people think that it's coming down to 1.
No.
All right. Enough.
They did
Mookie was
that?
traded. How do you feel about that? Can you explain the Mookie trade to us?
No way. I don't root for cheaters.
I don't root for cheaters either, but I gotta rock with my Man City guys. It's when you have terrorism money at the top. I'll end the stream right now, Jerry. I don't care. I'll end it right now. I'm hijacking.
How do I feel about Mookie getting traded?
Yeah.
I feel like the Red Sox won the trade in the end because MLB will not be played this year. Mookie Betts will be a free agent. He'll come back and sign with the Red Sox next year, and it's like he never played a game for anybody else. So, yeah, they traded, got stuff back, and they'll still get Mookie Betts for free. So I feel great about it. The Red Sox won the trade. Good for the Red Sox.
Good for the Red Sox.
Yeah, he's coming back, so it doesn't matter. The MLB will just get canceled this year, which is fine because it didn't matter anyways.
Oh, all right. What else is there to talk about? What else do we have here left on this live episode that will later be a regular episode? Do we have anything to talk about?
Uh, I don't know. Shout out to Coop for getting the stream working this finally. We got it
Yeah,
up.
it
Had
took
some
us like
technical
what, 10 minutes,
difficulties,
15
but
minutes?
yeah, I mean we podcasted for like 20 minutes before we realized we burned on.
Yeah, we were talking about a lot of it. I mean, we talked about a lot of just quarantine basically, and how things are being handled, which I don't think things are really being handled that well, if I'm being honest. But I mean, I know healthcare professionals are being stretched thin. They're working their hardest. Shout out to them. If you're going into work every day, sacrificing yourself or your own safety for the health of others, we here at Chopping It Up salute you, big time. And yeah. Besides that, though, I think
Yeah, shout out to all the doctors, nurses,
big
police
time.
officers, grocery store workers, takeout people
Restaurant
that
owners,
got
yeah,
to
restaurant owners are gonna get hit hard.
construction workers, everybody that is out there working still.
I know, yeah, no, we hear it chopping it up. Salute you, chopping up slash pass me the rock. Salute you for your service. Besides that, though, I don't know if it's being handled that well. I mean, we got the Surgeon General saying one thing, and then Trump's like, "Nah, fuck that." Like saying a completely different thing. Like it's
Oh,
just,
Brandon says, look at the chat. Here we come.
uh-oh,
Brandon says, look at the chat.
oh boy.
This is the problem is that I need to more closely monitor. I don't know why I closed it. Dang.
Brennan, you're gonna see your. Oh, so it is Brennan in here.
It looks like it. All right, let's see here. Brandon says, oh, there's 3 watching now.
Oh,
Brandon
it's probably Bella
says,
back.
ah. Brandon says, who participated in Liv Cowherd's Instagram Live? We forgot to talk about that.
This guy right here. All right.
Shout out to Goot for plugging the podcast.
Yeah, yo, I said, yo, all right, listen, Liv. Listen, I was watching her live for a while. It was really a Thunderdome for a lot of simps. Like, every time a guy would come on her live with her, like, everyone would just start flaming him in the comments. Like, I know, I'm to understand that there was a racist gentleman also on her live that I did not see.
Yeah, that didn't go well, but the majority of them were just I mean it was weird, but um yeah, I mean I was just watching, and all of a sudden you see Cooperman Jake like watch my podcast. Also, I know somebody who will cash app you $200 if you like add him on Snapchat. And then I think I replied back like I know somebody that will pay your tuition if you acknowledge his existence.
Yikes, yikes. I also did throw it out there
Shout
that,
out Josh if you're watching. What's
oh
up,
my
man?
god, oh no. He might be the third viewer
Completely
now.
unrelated note. What's up, Josh?
Josh logs into the stream, immediately gets his ass cut. He's like, guys, what? What? No, I did plug my podcast. Shout out Spreading the Floor. I did tell Liv Coward to her face that I have better takes on basketball than her father ever did, which I still stand by to this day. To this day! And then Jerry came into the chat with an absolute zinger. He said, Cooperman, your sports takes will never compare to my father-in-law's, so just stop trying. At this point, everyone was going crazy in the chat.
I mean,
It was just a great time.
there was also the guy that I forget what he said. I screenshotted it, but it was like people were just commenting random stuff, and he said, show, give the people what you want, show your feet.
Should I what?
Give the people what you want, show your feet. And she said no.
Yeah, no, literally, like, one dude was like, um, she was like talking about how she cracked her phone or something like that. She dropped it, and some guy was like, "Don't care,
Good.
show feet." It's like, oh my god. And then
Yeah.
the one guy that went on live, and he was like, "Live, live." The guy with the backwards cap.
She did like the audience analysis too, and 96% of her audience
Was
were
male.
men.
96% male, 96% between
She had
the
like a
demographic of 15
thousand.
and 20.
She had like 1,000 people in there too the entirety of the time. I accidentally clicked on another live stream today, and it was Juju Smith Schuster, and that dude has like 1 million followers on Instagram, and he didn't even have as many views as she did.
Liv Coward, man, she's something else.
The Sims come out.
She's an anomaly. Anomaly. I can't talk. Yeah, no, so we were booing in the live stream there. We had a little camaraderie. I forget. I had some other stuff. It was like there was just mad people like some of the it was like Sim Team 6. It was like
Yeah.
don't fear, live. Sim Team 6 is here, and I was like, wow. There's mad Sims, and she's like, you guys are crazy. Like she knows exactly what she's doing when she goes on live.
Oh, she's an expert, business expert.
Business expert. She's like, oh my god, you guys, and everyone in the comments is like, yo, show feet, show feet. But some people weirdly enough were asking for her dad to come on. Like they were like,
She said like she doesn't even watch him. That she doesn't even like care
yeah,
about sports at all. So
yeah.
I
She
think
doesn't care about sports. She just listens to him talk on a daily basis. I'm like,
no, she doesn't even listen to him talk.
that's what I'm saying.
She
Like
doesn't watch. Yeah, I mean,
no,
if she did, she wouldn't know anything either because he doesn't know anything. So
yeah. Yeah, no, someone was like, don't. She was like, yeah, I don't even listen to my dad. And some guy in the comments was like, good. Yeah,
where Colin went right.
poor Colin. He's got to know about that though. For a fact, he's got to know about that.
I mean, he claims that she blocked him on everything. So I don't know.
He what?
He claims that she blocked him on everything.
Yeah, because she doesn't want him seeing the absolute disaster that is her comment section. If Colin Cowherd saw what Liv Cowherd's comment section was like, I guarantee he'd want her off of Instagram immediately.
The majority of it is harmless, though.
Yeah,
I
but
mean, every once in a while,
us,
every once in a while, you do get but like it's funny.
oh, it's hilarious. But to think about like a guy like Colin Cowherd, how old is he again? Like, was he in his 50s or
I
something?
mean, he's got to be like his 50s or 60s
Right?
now.
Like, he's got to know like nothing about what those kids are talking about. He's like scroll down one day. He's like, show feet pic. Liv, what is this? Just like.
It's a backwards hat kind of guy.
Yeah, the guy that
Every
entered,
time she brought somebody in, they were all wearing backwards hats.
except the one kid.
Yeah, except the guy that went on his tangent. Too.
Everyone in the chat, the kid got a standing O. They're like, yeah, front cap type of guy. It's like, wow. Yeah, that was a wild experience. That was right up there with Rob Ellis's Instagram lives. Oops, I've said too much. You weren't there for the Rob Ellis live, but Brennan, toss it down in the comments if you remember that absolute gem of a night.
I was there.
Were you there? I showed you like
yeah.
some clips, I think. He wanted to fight everyone from what? I'm not gonna say where he's from, but it was one of the towns around him, and he just had an absolute behest. He was absolutely, I don't know. He didn't like the kids from Bay, whatever it was. But yeah, I mean, how long have we been going for? Do we know?
Almost an hour.
Almost an hour. All right. We call it a night for this one, or do we want to keep going?
I'm good.
All right.
I think we've touched on everything.
Yeah. So I guess we'll end it off here and stay safe, you guys.
Shout out Brandon and Bella for watching. Appreciate it.
Our first two viewers.
And the third person that was in here too. It might have been me. I don't know. I don't know how this works, but
it was you. Yeah.
Yeah. So
shout out to you, Jerry, for watching.
And shout out to me too for watching it. And yeah, we appreciate it. So, oh wow, somebody just liked it. That's crazy.
Nice, guys.
Wow.
Thank you for our inaugural stream. We will be back with more, and next time I will broadcast it to a larger audience. So we'll maybe have more of a viewing. So
maybe we'll get Tom Brady on the next one.
Hopefully. I will see you guys.
Probably not. All right.
Bye.